What's poppin', guys? This is the Incidental Nerd. That's OG Hank 312 from For the Pop. We're here at Days of the Dead, Chicago, with Adam Shear, professional strongman and professional wrestler. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me out here today, man. It's been fun. I've been just now getting a chance to start doing these cons and things like this, and getting to do the sit down with my fans and the meet and greets. And it's really neat seeing the world opening back up. People are getting out, having fun. They're in their element. I love everybody that's cosplaying. Like, I always get up and walk around because, like, I'm a huge nerd on the inside too.
Right.
I'll ruin my street cred. But no, in all honesty, man, it's so much fun getting a chance, because I didn't have a whole lot of opportunities when I was with WWE and things like that, because I was so busy. We were traveling so much to get to sit down and do a lot of this stuff and be more of an intimate setting with the fans. So it's really neat to get down, sit down, have some time to talk, especially the young kids that come. Like, it's really cool seeing their faces light up, or when I stand up, because TV doesn't perceptibly, do me justice. I think everyone on a meet always goes, you're bigger in real life. So it's neat to be able to sit down, do these things, have some fun, and put some smiles on people's faces. At the end of the day, man, life's about being happy. That's what everybody here is doing. It's so cool seeing so many people from different walks of life all around the world coming here for one reason, and just have fun and nerd out over all this cool stuff.
I mean, that's what it's about, right? It's very cool that there's places like this where we can all just be ourselves and just hang out, do what we like, let that freak flag fly, as they say. Yeah. But that's great, man. It's really cool to see you. As Nerd had said, you come from the background of the strongman competitions. I listened to a radio show, Busted Open Radio. Mark Henry is the host on there, and he speaks very highly of you. He says, you're very dedicated, and I don't want to say he discovered you, right? But he said he helped you along the way.
Without Mark Henry, Braun Strowman would have never existed.
Okay, so I didn't want to put words in his mouth. Maybe he did say it, but you'll go ahead and say it.
He put his name and reputation on the line, paid for my plane ticket, and had me flown down to Florida for a tryout.
That's fantastic. You hear so many good stories about people, and sometimes you hear bad stories. It's great to hear good stories about. Mark Henry seems like a real stand-up guy.
Unbelievable human being.
Awesome.
I'm very blessed to have crossed paths with him in life.
Amazing. So speaking of the strongman competition world, are you still involved? Is there still any younger guys that maybe we should keep an eye out for?
So, yeah, there's a lot of guys. One of my buddies, Steven, oh my God, now you got me on camera.
I apologize.
His last name.
Okay.
Stephen Good. He actually was in WWE. He came in when I came in, and things didn't work out for him when we were in developmental and stuff. But now he's picking up into strongman. He's a younger guy, unbelievably strong. He was an All-American football player at Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
And he's been packing the pounds on, and I've been working with him a little bit, helping him talk through. He just did nationals, getting ready for the Arnold Classic next year.
Big.
And stuff like that. And then we've been in talks. A friend of mine, Rob Kernley, is in the process of working there's going to be a new television show, The Strongest Man in the World and The Strongest Woman in the World.
Oh, wow.
And they're looking to give away the largest payout in strongman, strongwoman history, paying each winner $1 million. And hopefully everything goes as planned. We get the sponsors to do that moving into next year. I'll be emceeing that competition.
So that's good. That's a big come up for that world, right?
Very big. That's what I said with myself and the likes of Eddie Hall and Hafthor Bjornsson and these guys getting out and getting more mainstream. It's really done awesome to bring light and shine the light into the sport of strongman, because it doesn't get, well, at least in the United States, it doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Sure.
Over in Europe, it's a lot bigger. These are some of the most unbelievably dedicated athletes. I mean, when you're talking about guys that are deadlifting over 1,100 pounds, squatting 1,500 pounds, like superhuman stuff, and it's really cool now that the world's opening up to seeing the light and the unbelievable athletes and female athletes too. The women are unbelievable too. It's crazy. Like when I was running high, there's girls now that are like deadlifting 600 pounds, 700 pounds. It's unbelievable seeing this stuff. The evolution of the sport as a whole has just been unbelievable since I've been a part of it. When I started in 2009, now here we are later, just getting mainstream publicity all around the world.
You gotta take a little pride in it, kind of. You'll be talked as a trailblazer, and hopefully one day, I'm sure people talk that way about you.
Yeah, hopefully I leave enough. That's my whole outlook on life. I just want to be, the saying Thanos, I hope they remember you. Well, I want people to remember me as the good things that I did and not necessarily just beating people up all the time for a living.
Something tells me you'll be remembered quite fondly.
So you talked about being a little bit of a nerd, and we're here at Days of the Dead. Have you kind of strike an imposing figure? Have you had any opportunities to get into the film or TV or anything like that?
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. We've been in contact with Kerry Wood and some stuff about some projects moving forward into next year. There's a lot of stuff coming down the line. I don't want to talk about it too much before it fully blooms into fruition. But one of the big things that I'm really proud of that I'm working on now that we just launched this week is this app that I have coming out that came out called Discuss. It's available on Google, iOS, everything. I partnered up with Rocket and Jonathan Kendrick and John Paul DeGirio. It's a mental health app. It gives you licensed certified therapists, counselors, and life coaches in the palm of your hand, where it's encrypted. You're safe, you're home, you can do audio, video, text messaging without having to go to someone. For those people that everybody has a bad day.
Of course.
Myself, I deal with social anxiety, and it's one of these things that I've had to learn to get over and to be in, and knowing that how much it means to have someone to talk to and having an outlet and avenue to be able to talk to someone. I'm so unbelievably proud now to be able to bring this to where I'm going to help so many people with the palm of your hand, being comfortable in your own home, your own skin. You don't have to worry about being judged, all this stuff. You don't even have to see the other person if you want to just text message and things like that. That's the cool stuff with now. And I say a lot of all the bad stuff that happened with COVID and the pandemic, I think one of the only shining lights on it is that there's a light that shined on mental health.
Absolutely.
And with Discuss and what I want to do, I want to end the stigma that is mental health. I want people to live their lives happy and full and be here and know that the world wants you here. Everybody's on this earth for a reason.
That's amazing, man. Good luck on that endeavor. Well, I know I'll definitely be checking it out. Like you said, there's a stigma of mental health, and it's about damn time like that gets off, I'm going to change my last question for you. I'm going to change the topic a little bit. We're here in Chicago. I know you've traveled the world and you've been here a few times. Is there any food that when you're here in Chicago you got to eat?
Oh, you always got to get a deep dish.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, or I don't understand you guys' hot dogs, though. What's up with the hot dogs
here's
in Chicago?
Here's a dirty secret. I'm a born and raised Chicago guy. I don't do the Chicago hot dog.
That's just too busy.
I
just want some mustard on it and let me go.
I'm with you on that one, but yeah.
Ketchup on his dogs.
Hey, listen, if it's at home, I'll do it, all right? But you can't go wrong with the deep dish.
No, without a doubt.
Are you just a cheese? Do you like the veggies, the meats?
Full meat.
Yeah, you want it all?
Come on, I'm a beef king. I didn't stack this meat castle to look like this without eating meat.
That's awesome. Well, that's cool. Are you a Giordano's, Illuminati guys, or whatever it's in front of you?
Whatever. What was the second one?
Illuminati's?
Illuminati's, yes. They actually sent me some pizzas because I was bored on Twitter one day and we were doing debates. I was like, best pizza, go. And people were contacting them, and I liked one of the things that sent me. The pizzas are unbelievable. Sent right to the house. Of course, I had to doctor it up myself. I just smoked a brisket, so I sliced some brisket and then put it on top of it, and then a little more cheese.
Ooh, you're talking dirty now.
Oh yeah, I get nasty with the meat.
Got me all hot and bothered.
I know, I'm sweating over here already, right?
So one of the things that we like to ask our name is For the Pop, and I always like to ask whoever we interview, what pops you? What's your what do you really love?
Honestly, putting smiles on people's faces. Dead serious. Like, that's so cool. Like, the thing with this, and it's with the kids. Honestly, like, my favorite thing. There was a lot of times where I questioned myself why I pushed my body and my mind and through the things that I did when I was with WWE, and it was always because of the kids. That was it. It's like, I remember the saying, or the saying, never meet your heroes.
Right.
That's bull crap. I want everybody that ever meets me to go, you know what? He's everything I thought he was and more.
Awesome, man.
That's awesome. I really appreciate you spending time with us. Again, we're For the Pop at Days of the Dead. We're here with Tribe 3 Productions, and this has been Adam Shear. Thanks so much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.